Hello everyone, this is Stephanie Orgy, your host of A Win is a Win. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, I want to start by saying, this is Stephanie Orgy, unfiltered, raw, uncut, still respectfully. However, I know that many of you may know me in different capacities and through different affiliations with multiple organizations. However, with that being said, I have complete creative control over A Win is a Win. So I am not speaking on behalf of any organization. I'm simply speaking on behalf of me. So let's get started. So today I want to talk to you all about something near and dear to my heart. Can you guess? Yeah, you guessed it. Cheyney University. Not just Cheyney University. More so what it means to, number one, have matriculated or to be a graduate of the first HBCU in the nation. And number two, ways to give back, how to be involved with your local alumni chapter and with the National Alumni Association, and why it is so important for us as attendees, whether we're current students or former students of an HBCU, why it's so important to stay involved and to give back. Today, what has been on my spirit? Let's just name it. This is not me offering up conviction. This is not me trying to use my capacity as a leverage to have you join my chapter. That, it does something for me in the broad perspective, but it does not individually benefit me. However, it can individually benefit you. So the first thing I want to name, and these are things that are near and dear and true to me as well. So the first thing I want to name is the brilliant, wonderful, outstanding, insert adjective, network that you will have access to almost immediately. The second I joined the Cheyney DMV Alumni chapter, I was able to meet people who work in education, people who work, people who don't work for anybody else, entrepreneurs, federal workers, insert industry, you name it. And not only that, we have that same connective tissue. At the core of it, we're all wolves, right? So it's a dynamic network of individuals that are there to help you. If you think about when you were a student, right? I personally, when I was a student, I didn't have many opportunities to connect with alumni unless because I was an athlete, we were introduced to former athletes after a game, or maybe there was a special event every once in a while. However, there were minimal opportunities for me to learn about local alumni chapters, how to directly connect with some of these individuals, and ways to get involved. You don't have to repeat that cycle. There are students now who can get to know you, who can do an internship at your organization, who can connect with you for a Q&A session, who can simply just build that rapport so that along the way, as they discover exactly where they want to go and who they want to be and what impact they want to have in life, they have you as somebody they can reach out to. And that's really what it's all about. So that's number one, just the dynamic network that you'll have immediate access to. Reason number two, why it's so important to join your local alumni chapter in your National Alumni Association if you are a graduate of an HBCU. Reason number two is directly connected to reason number one, but it's a little more personal. Reason number two for me would be just the connective tissues to some of those lifelong friendships. I mean, how many of us have friends from university that we see like once or twice a year? We go to homecoming, we get the opportunity to connect, and then we don't see each other again to the next homecoming, right? I mean, it's still good we get to see each other once a year, but it could be so much more. And with that said, being involved with your local alumni chapter or National Alumni Association can just provide those opportunities for different fundraising events, different opportunities for fellowship. And also, one thing that I really enjoyed about this is just having an excuse to get back on campus, right? Whether it be for Founders Day, upcoming Founders Day is on February 24th. It's a Monday from 1 to 2 p.m. So make sure you show up. Having those opportunities and touch points to keep in touch with some of your favorite people, it certainly won't hurt. So for me, number 2 is just that lifelong friendship and that connective tissue that leads us back to Cheyney University, the alma mater, the blueprint. Reason number 3. Reason number 3 should have been reason number 1, and that is fundraising and sponsorship, and of course, supporting the current and future student body of your alma mater. So for me, that's the number 1 initiative of the Cheyney DMV Alumni chapter, in which I serve as president. And it's something that is near and dear to who we are since the founding history of the Cheyney University, Washington, D.C. metro area alumni chapter. Because what is your purpose? What makes you tick? What are you striving for if it's not to support the current students, right? And with that being said, that doesn't mean it can't be fun. We have our annual crab feast. We have our annual Epicurean. We have our annual holiday party. This year we were able to attend the Advancement of Blacks in Sports ceremony at the MGM, and we had a blast. And in some instances, as we did at ABIS, it's opportunities to support our alumni. We were able to contribute a significant donation as well as show up and show out with 3 tables worth of guests in support of our 1982 Lady Wolves, who are history makers and trailblazers, and getting some of their long overdue recognition. So we were in the building, we were able to support at a high level, and all of that is possible because of the collective effort of the members of our chapter. So reason number 3, fundraising, sponsorship, and supporting the current student body as well as the alumni. Reason number 4, professional and personal development. It just has to be that whether you're serving as a leader or a member of your executive board or a committee chair or even a member of a committee, all of those are opportunities to sharpen your skill set, both personally and professionally. Now for me, when I'm not in school, I spent a lot of time in school, y'all. But when I'm not in school, sometimes I feel a little less sharp. I'm not writing as many research papers. I'm not just continuing to exercise my brain in the same capacity I used to. But that doesn't mean learning has to stop, right? Because these skills that you're able to build in this capacity can easily translate into entrepreneurship. I mean, I am budgeting, I'm managing, I'm marketing, I'm promoting. And the best part about it is I don't have to do it alone, because I'm also learning how to work within the functions of a team. I'm learning how to delegate, as well as support when needed. As a member and as a president of these organizations, we're also members of affiliate organizations like the HBCU Alumni Alliance, where we get to learn from other alumni chapters in the DMV area. And we know the DMV area has a lot of prominent HBCUs. So we're able to build those connections because really what impacts one of us impacts all of us. So those opportunities are essential to me. I've been able to attend some pretty glamorous events or some fundraisers that focus on health and wellness, like whether it's a 5K or a marathon or a gala, you name it. The opportunities are endless. And while you're having fun and fellowshipping and of course raising money for a scholarship, you can also have a good time. You can also learn on the job, and you can also develop personally and professionally. So that is reason number 4. And last but certainly not least, reason number 5. Why is it so important to be an active alumni in your local alumni chapter and your National Alumni Association? And number 5 is preserving the HBCU legacy and HBCU history. I just have to name it. There's an attack on HBCUs, y'all. There really is. And there's something we can do about it. There's something we can do about it. And what we can do about it is collectively join together and put some of the issues behind us, right? We've all had our ups and downs with our alma maters. We've all had a balance or an array of experiences, both positive and not so great. There are still a lot of things we can do for the betterment of the students that come after us, right? There's a lot that we could do for the betterment of our alma mater so that the current students don't have to experience what some of us may have experienced that wasn't so positive. So if we want to preserve this history, if we want our children and grandchildren and their grandchildren to have an opportunity to attend an HBCU, an experience like no other, you'll join your Alumni Association. Tuning in to A Win is a Win with Stephanie Orgy, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.